Hi, my name is Liza and welcome to my YouTube channel. In this video, I would like to talk about my gap year experience. Without further ado, let's get started. I applied to institutions of higher education in the United States during the 2023-2024 application cycle. However, I only received partial financial aid, and even before hearing back from all the universities, I knew I would be taking a gap year. The decision just came to me naturally. When I graduated high school in 2024 and got pretty good leaving exam scores, I chose not to apply to any college. Yes, I could attend top schools in my country for free, but deep inside my heart, I just knew that I was meant to follow quite a different path. Taking a gap year is not widely accepted in the country where I live, so some people worried that I might not go to college at all. But my ultimate goal was to study abroad, so those statements didn't really make sense. My family was okay with my decision. Everyone knew that I wouldn't waste time. So what do you do when you take a break from institution-based education? I created a table where I divided my activities into 3 categories: creativity, learning, and personal growth. So let's start with creativity. I want to say that I cooked a lot of meals, and I only now realize that it is such a valuable skill for not only your college life, but also for your life in general. So if you have time, I highly recommend that you learn how to cook something simple or something that you enjoy. I experimented with my hair and dyed it blonde. I posted videos on TikTok and YouTube. I crocheted, played Minecraft, The Sims 2 and The Escapists, learned to read tarot cards, and traveled a little bit inside my country. Now let's go to learning. I completed the Harvard Undergraduate International Relations Scholars Program. I really liked the program, and if you're interested in international relations, consider completing it too. I retook the Duolingo English test and got 145, which is a good improvement from 135 that I received in January 2023. I studied the Swedish language, and I finally got into the habit of studying it every day for at least an hour. I learned a lot about social media and content creation, which will be extremely helpful in my future. I realized what I want to study at college. When I applied for the class of 2028, I chose linguistics as my prospective major. However, my focus has shifted during my gap year, and now I want to pursue a degree in something that is more flexible. I completed a pre-college program organized by my university and learned some words in British Sign Language. And finally, personal growth. I got some rest from the academic environment. I worked at 2 different jobs. The first one was on-site and the second one was remote. And yes, it is possible to find a job without having a college degree. I worked on college applications every single day, and it's really important if the main goal of your gap year is to reapply to colleges. I completed a lot of college interviews, and I feel like I am now better prepared to handle job interviews, even though I realized that they are quite different, but they made me more confident, and I just realized that it's not that stressful as it might seem at first. I experienced long distance relationships, joined a project that promotes international education. I initiated many conversations and got to know a lot of amazing people. I also didn't forget to spend time alone and in silence. I don't regret taking a gap year at all. I achieved my goal, and that time helped me learn so many new things about myself that I wouldn't have learned if I had gone to college just after 2 months after graduating high school. I began to look at my life differently, and I'm really excited about pursuing my education and going to college. Now I want to give you some tips. If you're like me and you're taking a gap year to reapply to colleges, create backup plans. There are so many amazing universities in Canada, Europe, or Asia, so don't limit yourself to just the United States. If you want to have safety schools, consider universities in your home country. You might feel fear of missing out, especially in September, and think that you are behind your peers. Realize that your gap year is a long-term investment. Create a timeline so that you know what you need to do every month. I personally use Notion and Google Calendar. Write daily and weekly to-do lists in order to be productive. Find a job. It doesn't have to be a full-time commitment. A part-time employment works as well. Journal, journal, journal. It will help you better understand your emotions and how your mood changes based on the events that occur in your life. Just think about how nice it will be to read the thoughts of your younger self when you grow up. These are my journals. I thought I would only need one, this one, but it turned out that I needed all of them. People might not accept your decision to take a gap year, but trust me, everything will change after they see what you accomplish. You're gonna learn a lot of new things about yourself. Try to pay attention to your interests. Do they change? Do you now understand what you want to do with life? Learn to be your own friend and get comfortable with being alone and doing things on your own. Your priorities and goals might change. Trust me, that's totally fine. And finally, don't forget to rest. Do what you want to do, not something someone else wants you to do. The possibilities and the opportunities are endless, and it's up to you how to use your time. You're probably gonna be at the age of 18, which means that you will be eligible to apply for more jobs and programs. I hope my story showed you that taking a gap year is not as scary as it might initially seem. It is definitely not for everyone, but if you know why you're taking a gap year and if you understand what you need to do during that time, you will be fine. There is nothing wrong with graduating a year later than most of your high school classmates. Try to keep in mind that some degrees take more than 4 years to complete them, such as something in medicine or architecture, so don't think of your gap year as a waste of time. Remember, a gap year is not the end of the world. Giving up on your goals is.